All right, let's go track by track. So first one, dopamine lit,
Okay.
and let's make it quick. So
Okay, so the beat is soundtrack, and soundtrack is at least familiar to most old Lupe Fiasco fans because he was the predominant producer on Food and Liquor, and also on a lot of his early mixtapes. And I feel like soundtrack definitely did a good job with the beat. You know, I feel like the fans have been wanting soundtrack back, but I feel like they want him back for the wrong reasons. I feel like they don't want him back because, like, he's a dynamic producer. They want him back so they can have more kick push type beats. And
yeah,
I don't think that's
Right.
fair to soundtrack because if you look at this album by itself, this man like listen to from Food and Liquor to this man he's an amazing producer, to be honest. And he definitely killed this track. And I think Lupe had a really good flow. I think he was flowing well with the beat. The lyrics themselves, they were kind of they were comical. And I enjoyed all the different, what's the word I'm looking for? All the different references and jokes. And I'm just like, this man he is not taking this seriously.
yeah, not at all.
And
That's why I
Not
really
at
couldn't
all.
get into the track. Like the song itself and the beat itself was good, but once he started to say lyrics and all that, I'm like, I just wasn't feeling his flow, and I just wasn't feeling the stuff that was coming out of his mouth. So that's two strikes already, and the beat.
I was
The beat was good, so I could give it, that's 1 out of 3. So it's still a failing score. So I pretty much wrote that track off.
I'll definitely
Not good.
say that
Not good.
I chuckle every time he starts saying drogas. Like
Like when he was saying it with like a Jamaican accent, right? He's like, "Joe, guys." I was like, "What?"
Jogas, Jogas. And that was throwing me off. That was throwing me off pretty bad. The production is great. I think soundtrack really stepped up the bar with the production, and the song overall was perfect until Lupe started throwing off the wall lyrics, and I'm like, what? Okay, he's not taking this seriously at all. And then he started yelling, Drogas, Drogas, out of the blue, and I was like, okay, I'm done. Next track.
Okay, so we pretty much all agree that the beat was hard.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, next song, NGL, Niggas Gonna Lose. Now
this is my song.
this song is my favorite song off of the album, simply
This song is
because
so
of the
good.
beat. I love the beat. I love this flow, and I love the lyrics. Now this is the Lupe I remember. This is like the conscious Lupe. This man was literally in his lyrics. He was speaking like to like real life events and to the real state of black people. So I love this track. This is probably the only song that I liked 100%. Every other song, we'll get to that, but this song, perfect. I have no complaints.
This is
this-
honestly one of my favorite Lupe songs in general. I remember when he released a snippet of it on SoundCloud like almost 2 years ago. Like I was like, yo, just the 24 seconds, I've just been hyped for this song ever since. And then I heard it, and like, this is good conscious rap because people are so used to just the listen, brother, we got to get together and build ourselves and destroy the jails and get out of this hell. And it's like, no, bro, stop it. Like, Lupe, he talks about like real stuff. Everybody wants to make it, but not everybody is going to make it. And if we continue to do what we do, then nobody's going to make it.
Yeah, and that's one thing I also wanted to. I love the fact that he wasn't painting like most of these conscious people like want to paint like this really bright picture of the future, but Lupe in this song was really pessimistic.
He was honest.
Yeah, he was very pessimistic. Like when he was talking about how NGL. And he was speaking about certain things that if he keeps on going on, we're gonna lose. And he's talking about jobs. If we don't get jobs, we're gonna lose. It's very, very bleak the way he paints the picture, and I think that really sets the tone for the song. Just from the beginning, just the way he starts the song, it really sets the mood, and it's great.
And then there was the I'm trying to remember the line. Basically, he like he mentioned Willie Lynch. Then he said, "God, I don't want a promised land. I just want my niggas to have jobs." Like, it was just great. But he said one bar, and it flew over a lot of people's heads. I'm trying to find it now. He talked about how he doesn't want a promised land, and he doesn't have a dream. And let me find it right quick. Talked about how we should drug dealers should save money so they can send their kids to college. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find. Said I don't got a dream. I don't know, but essentially it was a callback to Dr. Martin Luther King. The song was almost kind of a reference to it because he had it referenced two speeches. The one obviously is I Have a Dream, and the second one was the mountaintop speech. You know, the last speech he did before he got shot. Where he said he's seen over the mountaintop and he's seen the promised land. And I feel like Lupe is going against that by essentially saying that, yo, like we don't need a promised land. We don't need a dream. Like, we just need to deal with what's here and what's now, because all that vague stuff, it's not helping anybody.
Right.
So, I mean, but I just, this is, I mean, this song should have been on a Tattoo on You.
Right.
This is great.
Okay. All right. Next track. Promise. The beat was good. That's all I have to say about that. I'm not saying anything else. The beat was good. Lyrics trash. Flow is trash.
God. And you know what's funny? Lupe on Twitter said his lyrics are trash, and I'm like, this is such a troll. Oh.
Yeah, it could have been better. He sounds like the mama rappers that are in Atlanta right now.
Yeah, but he was doing that on purpose.
But that's song, yeah,
but that's not what I wanted to hear. Like, I understand that artists like to experiment and evolve, but that's just not what I wanted to hear after waiting 2 years for his next piece of work. And I didn't even know about this album until you told me about it. So, I was really looking forward to it. And then, I get 2 songs deep and I hear Promise, and I'm like, oh, another song with a good beat and trash lyrics and a trash flow. Can't do it.
Right. Right. I just couldn't do it. I'm like, Lupe, you're better than this.
Well, with Promise, before the verse even started, I knew what the song was going to be about. So again, I kind of knew not to take it too seriously. But they said, I promise, yeah, I promise. These niggas ain't honest. These niggas ain't honest, as in these niggas ain't real. I keep it 100, I promise. I keep it 1,000, I promise.
Yeah.
And
that was so cliche.
He said, repeat it, because niggas know that they need it. They think I'm falling off. They cannot keep it. I'm like, this dude, this is gonna be just a parody mumble rap song. And I thought it was, if Lupe wanted to sell out, he could really do it, because like, he is not bad when it comes to this. And the beat was produced by Soundtrack, so it was cold. So y'all, okay, so next song.
Yeah, next track is Made in USA.
This song,
another song I didn't really like. The lyrics were somewhat intriguing, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the beat. I really didn't like the flow. I don't know what it was what he was doing when he was making this album and he was making these songs, but it like I said, it's either that the beat is good and the lyrics are not that good, or the lyrics are good and the beat is not that good. It's just either or. It's very rarely do the two mesh together perfectly and make a good song. I didn't like Made in USA either. I just didn't.
Okay, so Made in the USA. At first I did not like it. I'll say this. Half of the first listen I didn't like it until I really started to listen to the lyrics. I really enjoy how he basically said, you know, all the problems that are in the United States were made in the United States and are produced by the United States. And now the beat, I thought the beat was, I mean, I think it's a cool beat, but it might have been, I don't know if it really fit Lupe. I think he did the best that he could for what it was. But, you know, again, it's really more like a parody song, but at the same time, it was really serious. It'd be really funny if this song like inadvertently becomes like Donald Trump's theme song. But yeah, it was dope, you know.
Yeah, I said this guy's definitely doing like conscious trap the whole time on this album. This is pretty much what this album is. It's conscious trap.
Basically.
It's basically conscious political trap music. And like you mentioned, he does it a lot better than most of these mainstream artists. But I really don't like, you know, I just don't like it, and just the way he's doing it, because I'm used to him, you know, actually saying something when he opens his mouth, not just repeating the same word over and over or this and that. But you know, let the man experiment. So Made in the USA, not for me. All right, what about track 5, Jump? I wasn't feeling it.
Well,
that's gonna be you're gonna hear me say that a lot for the next few songs. I definitely wasn't feeling Jump.
I was surprised to find out that Gizzle, I don't know what that woman's name is. I was surprised to find out that she was a she.
Yeah, you said his. That's a female.
I was convinced that was a dude. But then I looked it up and I'm like, oh, that's a female.
Wait, did you just assume Gizza's gender?
No, Gizzle.
Did you just assume that woman's gender?
Yes. Apparently so.
Is that what you did?
She sounds.
She got the LBGQ.
She sounds like a man. She sounds like she smokes squares. Like, and then she was talking about twerking and strippers in the song. I'm like, oh, this is dude. And then I finally like look it up and I'm like, yo, this is a female. I'm so behind. Like, but
you guys may not agree with this. I know you guys will laugh, but I thought the song was good. I thought it was all right.
I thought I definitely enjoyed the song. The beat was good. It was soundtrack again. I like the story. I thought it had really good storytelling to it about him like getting abducted by this woman and being forced to make music. I almost think the song is an allegory to his time at Atlantic Music. But,
you know what? That does make sense when you think about it. That does make sense.
So, but you know, it's a nice jumpy song. I definitely enjoy listening to it when I play Shadow of Mordor. But yeah, it's real energetic. It's nice. It's okay. I like it. So next song.
Okay, what about track 6, City of the Year?
Okay, so
trash.
Listen,
trash.
I'm saying it right now. You and I'll give it to y'all. Y'all can say it's trash, but you really can't fully appreciate the song unless you're from Chicago or
you know what? I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that because of the content of the song. Now I looked up the lyrics and truthfully, a lot of that stuff didn't click with me because I'm not from there. So I think this song is going to be one of those songs that resonates with different people,
right? Depending
on whether or not they've lived in Chicago or visited Chicago for a length of time. So I don't really want to, certain songs that are about hometowns and cities and places resonate with different people. So I think this song in particular, he made this song for Chicago.
Yeah.
And I don't think like the Kanye West made the song on Graduation Homecoming.
Yeah. That
whole song was a big metaphor for Chicago, where he was talking about a girl named Susie, I think her name was. And, at the end of the song, he was like, if you don't know by now, I'm talking about Chi-Town. And I didn't get it because a lot of the stuff and some of the people from Chicago told me they got the song and knew it was about Chicago, but I didn't, since I'm not from there. So I think this song, City of the Year, it's just gonna resonate with different people.
I agree.
It's mainly resonating with people from Chicago. So
I knew.
That's why I'm not calling it trash. It's not really. It's trash for me because I can't really understand the experience.
I knew that basically this song was gonna miss people. A lot of like a majority of people when he mentioned Harvey World and K-Town. I'm like, yo, first of all, there's people in Chicago that don't know Harvey World, and there's just people in the Midwest that don't know about K-Town, or even call it K-Town. So, I thought it, I really enjoyed it. I just like to hear Chicago in different entertainment mediums because, like, it's such a underrepresented city in the media for the most part. Like, people hear all day long about New York and LA and Atlanta and Miami.
Right, and the only time you hear about Chicago is when they're talking about shootings and killings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And gang violence.
And I understand Chicago is more than that, and I think that's what Lupe is trying to show.
I travel a lot, and I've been to very few cities that I think can actually compare to Chicago. And so, but it's like you have to. I feel like you have to stay here like a good 3 weeks to really get a good amount of it in. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was dope. I was really impressed and surprised when we had Rondo number 9 on it, because I'm like, yo, like he was charged like in 2014. And he has like a 30 years or a 40-year sentence. And
damn.
When I heard it, I'm just like, man, he got Rondo number 9 on here. That's really interesting. But I understand why he did it. I think that, that's really like, it's just to show love to the city. Like, you're just helping another rapper from Chicago that, did some crazy stuff. And it's really almost like a callback to the streets. And when I was hearing the beat and his flow, and I'm like, yo, people from Chicago are going to love this. Cause it has that poppy sound, but at the same time, I can see people saying it. And then also the title itself is City of the Year, because people hear about Chicago every year for one thing, and it's kind of sad. But I think it was good. I can understand why you wouldn't like it, but for me as a Chicagoan, I think it was good.
Okay, all right. So track number 7, High. It's an interlude. It was okay. I was listening to the song on the way back home at, was it about 7:00, and it's okay. Really nothing.
It was smooth for the most part.
Yeah, it's smooth. Like it's a nice night rider song. Like it's not anything special, nothing exciting, but it's smooth enough for me to like. I just roll my windows down and turn the song up, and it was it was relaxing to a point, to a degree. It's smooth.
I really enjoyed the beat.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving it props. The beat for sure.
I enjoyed the vibe from it. I mean, the beat, the vocals. I mean, the content I was definitely getting from it. But it was most definitely the vibe. Like E-Man said, you can just let down the windows or kick back the roof and just ride it, like, and in the daytime or at night, just chilling. It's basically a vibe song. It's basically a song that you can really vibe to. That's what it is. It's not really that special. Just a good song you can listen to whenever you feel like you want to listen to it.
I'd say High, in my opinion, is the beginning of the end for this album. Because after this, it kind of steadily goes downhill.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
But next track 8 is Tranquilo by the Kilo.
Yeah, now this song has been out for a while. It was one of his singles, and someone posted this song already. I don't know who did. Someone put it on my Facebook, and I didn't listen to it, but I know it's been out. And honestly, I wasn't feeling it then. I listened to a piece of it back then, and I wasn't feeling it then, and I'm not feeling it now. It's just not. Is like the beat is not good. the lyricism is not good. Even Crit, who I like Crit a lot. Even Crit couldn't save this song. So it's just so mediocre. That's all this is, mediocre. It's not anything special. Is that it's
Well, from my perspective, I thought Crit single-handedly made the song what it was. And Rick Ross, I mean, he's a good artist, but they took him out of his element. He wasn't meant for this song. And he wasn't really meant for it. And I don't know what was going on with Lupe.
I feel like
he could have set the bar a lot more higher.
I feel like Lupe had I feel like he had a decent verse, but I feel like it should have been longer. I think it was kind of short. This song definitely could have benefited from a longer Lupe verse. I really feel like Ross came at this from a different perspective. I mean, Ross is good with the whole like drug trafficking persona thing, but I don't think he did his best, at least as good as he could do. And I think the beat is good, but I just don't think it really fit the song. The song definitely could have benefited from a different beat, a longer Lupe verse, a Rick Ross that cares, and I think Big Crit did good. Big Crit did really good. So yeah, beat, longer Lupe verse, better Ross. Crit really doesn't have to do anything because he did his thing. So
Big Crit is one of the most underrated artists you'll ever hear from the South. Period.
Yeah, he should have stayed away from this song. This song it wasn't doing it. Okay, but track 9, Kill. Another song that's mediocre. I'm not feeling it, man. Like I said, it's gonna be from here on out, it's gonna get bad. Like I got some words to say about the next few songs, but this song was like the last song that I was on the edge about. Like it's just mediocre. It's just there. Nothing special, no special lyricism. The beat is okay. The flow is okay. It doesn't really give me, the vibe. What vibe? Doesn't really give me any vibe. So it's just there.
Yeah, I have to say that it was horrible. I give it at least a 2, based off of what E-Man said. But because I couldn't get the type of vibe that I wanted from the song, it went downhill at that point. There was nothing special about the song. There was no content, no lyricism. The flow was, I have to say, the flow was pretty mediocre.
Well, I feel like Kill was more of a chilling at the house with your special lady friend type song, and I really don't enjoy music like that. But I definitely appreciated the storytelling here. Again, I knew it was a parody song immediately, and I didn't really go in with too much high expectations, but I feel like Lupe did really good in this song because it's almost like he's telling one scene, or him and Ty are telling one story, but it's 2 different stories at the same time. One story just might be some dudes chilling at the club, what do you say, Saturday night for niggas, astronauts and alcohol with like satellites for strippers. I thought that was dope wordplay. But it's almost like they were telling a story about going to the club and a story about killing someone. And I enjoyed that. And then you had this woman, Victoria Monet. I don't know her.
Well, I actually heard of her. She was on one of Wale's songs when he had released his mixtape called Summer on Sunset.
Okay, so she's not completely unknown then.
Yeah. She was on a song called Losing. You should check that out.
So I feel like she did her thing. She wrapped it up. And my favorite part was the end, because you never really hear many rappers point out how they do all this crazy stuff, but then go to church the next day, and they're all of a sudden redeemed, and they think that this just going to church and the money they donate is gonna absolve them or cleanse them or whatever. But it's hypocritical. But then he also continues talking about I'm talking 187, and 187 is a code for murder, and I think it's also like almost taking shots at the church itself for condoning this behavior, just taking people's money just to take its money. I enjoyed the song.
Question is, why would he put Ty Dolla $ign on the song?
I feel like he's friends with Ty. I don't think Ty's a bad singer. I think Ty did his thing. And
yeah, but this song was kind of out of his range, kind of.
I mean, I think he did okay. Honestly, out of all the really mainstreamy singers, I prefer Ty Dolla $ign out of all of them. I don't even listen to his music. I mean, if he had Chris Brown, if I saw one Chris Brown feature on this album, I probably wouldn't listen to it. Like Trey Songz, I don't like Trey Songz. If he got like some random dudes from Chicago, I mean, I guess it would have been okay. But I think Ty, I knew Ty was going to be on this album. Ty actually has some production credits in some of the songs, but I knew Ty was going to be in this album because, like I said, the first snippet of Drogas Light he released was a snippet of NGL. It said NGL featuring Ty Dolla $ign, and I'm like, okay, I can see that because Lupe has done a song with Future before, so it wouldn't exactly be that crazy of a thing. But I liked it. Good storytelling. It was okay.
Okay.
Now, past this point, it's trash until the last song. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you need to put like a warning on the screen when it gets to track number 10, which is Law.
Oh my God.
You know what? The beat for this song was pretty damn good. I actually like the beat. Now the lyricism, again, here we go. Lyricism, I wasn't even really listening to the lyricism at this point because I started to understand what Lupe was doing with this album. So the beat was good. The beat was really like, I was listening, like I said, I listened to this song in my car. So I pretty much got to run through the whole album, and this song stood out as having a good beat in the car. So this is a song you want to have when you have like a group of your friends and you're riding around, you're being rowdy or whatever. Has a good beat. It's a banger.
Very good beat. Dope beat. It's a nice beat. I like the beat. That's the only reason.
I'm actually kind of happy this song was on here because it was supposed to be on Tattoo on You.
Oh God, no.
Yeah. But I guess the beat is good. To me, there's nothing wrong with the song. I just don't like it on this album. It just doesn't fit to me. I definitely enjoyed how he was referencing a lot of his songs in the song. And there's definitely some dope wordplay. He referenced Big Daddy Kane. I mean, there's like just a ton of references, and it was okay. I feel like if this was on like a different album, if this was on Lasers, I probably would have enjoyed it more. But it was.
Well, that's not saying too much, but anyway.
Well, you know what? If I could, Lasers to me is background music. I can listen to Lasers as long as I'm not focusing too hard on it. There's some songs I can't listen to at all on Lasers, but most of them I can just kind of zone out and like write a paper or something and just be okay. I think this would have been better on Lasers because this song really sounds like a radio-ish type song. So yeah, I wasn't really enjoying it like that. Especially after Kill, it kind of just threw me off. So,
okay, all right.
Now we're getting into real trash.
Oh yes, track number 11. Pick up the phone. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like this song literally constitutes the term radio trash. This is mainstream radio trash. This song has no. It does not belong on this album.
There's no meaning.
It's lower than trash.
Any other artist could have taken this song and put it on their album, like any other electronic artist, house artist, put it on their song, on their album, and it would have worked there. It does not belong on this album. It's trash. Wow. This is summer music. The next 3 tracks is summer music. Like it does not belong on. Like, how are you gonna go from trap music to like electronic summer music? And he didn't even execute it good.
Not at all.
It's poor execution. It's terrible.
Very terrible.
I didn't like anything about this. I didn't even like Sebastian Gutenberg, whatever his name is. This song was actually released during the summer, but I never thought it was gonna get onto Drogas, and it did. And I was just like, why? I really can't do it. This is Lasers territory here. It's just real deal Lasers territory.
Or Food and Liquor.
No, this is not Food and Liquor. No, this is Lasers.
Food and
I'll take that back. I'll take that back. I'll definitely take that back.
Lasers.
Lasers.
Okay. So sound 10 or sound 12, I mean, it's not designed. Another, listen, I like the main 3 types of genres I listen to is hip hop, rock, and then like electronic / house music. And I listen to a lot of electronic music, and I know how it's supposed to be executed, even though there's a lot of ways to do it. Lupe does it completely wrong.
It's wrong. About that?
It's wrong. The BPM, everything is wrong.
No, but look, it's crazy. It's crazy because Lupe's from Chicago and house music started here. That just makes it even worse.
That's ironic because the song is so bad that you couldn't even tell that is. Oh my god!
I had to skip that song. It was that horrible.
No, I listened to it and I started to bob my head because I'm like, oh snap, he has an electronic song on here. I love electronic music, and then I listened to it more. I'm like, oh no, Lupe, no, this is not how you do it. No. And and there's another thing. It's not like I listen to these songs trying to listen for like a certain vibe. I try and listen to songs and I try and let them whatever vibe they're trying to put off, I try and get it. And if it doesn't click, it's never gonna click. And this song immediately didn't click, so I was like, nope. This is trash.
I mean,
consensus is trash?
Trash.
Okay.
Just like Jesus Christ.
All right, now, track 13, Wild Child. Now, this is the song that I told you guys this is the summer song for white suburban kids to ride around in their convertible BMWs that their parents paid for them cash. This is the song right here. This is the song that you were going to be playing. That's going to be played on the radio for 3 months straight. Just 3 months nonstop. Because every album has to have a song that appeals to the masses, and this is it. That's all it is. Nothing. It's just, this is a play me white people song.
Yeah, it's a song for white suburban kids. White suburban kids to listen to.
This beat is terrible.
Yeah, it is.
I don't believe there is any rapper alive that can make this acceptable.
Besides Jay Electronica.
No, not even him. This shouldn't be a rap beat.
I'm telling you, I told you this is to expand this fan base. Because you do realize that most people that buy rap tickets to concerts are white.
Yeah.
So he's trying to appeal to his fan base, even though his fan base is probably mostly black. That mostly black people buy his music, but most of the people that show up to the concerts are going to be white. So, he has to have that one song to get the white, dude, go Lupe. Yeah, man. Heard the song all summer, man. It's perfect.
The Wild Child, bro.
The Wild Child, bro. I love your music, Lupe.
But you know what? I really had my hopes up high for this because I generally like music that's called The Wild Child. I don't know why. There's a song by Curtis Mayfield called Lil Child Running Wild. There's an album by a metal band called Gojira called Le Enfant Sauvage, which is The Wild Child. And then my favorite song on there is Le Enfant Sauvage, The Wild Child. And
say that first one again. if
Let
you
It
can.
Once Say Wash.
Not that one. The first one you said before that one.
Oh, Curtis Mayfield, Lil Child, Running Wild. You know, it's on the same album as you know, Freddie's Dead and Pusha Man. You know,
That song was actually good. I like that. I liked it. That song by Curtis Mayfield.
That was a dope album. That album's so dope. I actually bought my grandma the limited edition vinyl for Christmas. But like, you know, I heard Wild Child. I'm just like, this is the pinnacle of what I hate about mainstream rap artists that try too hard. Because I was having flashbacks to what's that song? I forgot the name of the song, but Kendrick Lamar and Taylor Swift did a song, and I'm like, Lupe, you're supposed to be better than this.
Was it Bad Blood?
Was it Bad Blood?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was Bad Blood.
Oh,
that was trash. And you know what's crazy? Because it takes me a while for me to like pop songs, but it takes me long to like Lupe pop. Do you know how long it took me to like Superstars? I didn't like Superstars until last year, and I've been listening to the album since it came. Not the album. I've been listening to the song since it came out. Like I used to hate it when it started. When you are what you say.
Yeah, I didn't like the hook, but I did like it's like usually that's the thing about Lupe. Even if the hook isn't good and the beat isn't good, usually the lyrics are good. The lyrics were good in Superstar, but this album it was just everywhere. Like lyrics were bad and the beats were bad, or the lyrics were good and the beats were good. It was just all over the place. But yeah,
Wild Child,
oh god.
And what would be more appealing if it had more production from the Neptunes? I should have saw a little bit more Neptunes in this on this album.
You know, I don't know what Pharrell is doing. To me, you know, I was a big oh my god, I used to be such a big Pharrell fan. I had the NERD albums. I had the Neptune out. Like I was a fanboy, and he messed it up with one song. Never in my life have I ever disliked the artist after one song. But Pharrell did it. When Happy came out, I said, I'm not even about to try.
Oh no, listen, I was done with that man a long time before that.
Yeah,
I saw where he was going. If you actually paid attention to his career and looked at the way he was featuring and looked at the people he was producing for, you could tell where he was going. Even look at the man's fashion sense and see where he was going. That man went from being skateboard P and being with Snoop Dogg to doing Happy, wearing a fucking Rocky and Bullwinkle hat. This dude downhill. That shit is just terrible.
Basically, he sold out for a butter biscuit. And the whole new black comment, that's where I had to stray away from him. Like, okay, you tripping. I'm not fucking with you anymore. I'm gonna go over here.
Honestly,
all right. We're getting a bit sidetracked.
Oh, yeah. So the last track, and this is the last good track.
Yep, More Than My Heart. You know what? I listened to it a few times and it grew on me. The beat, of course, is amazing. No complaints. The lyrics, I listened to it a few times and not to say I didn't like it, but I wasn't feeling it. And then I listened to it some more, and you listen to it with the beat in the background, and then it suddenly evolves into this really complex song. It's real, it's good. I actually liked it, but then he's talking about his mama and all this, but he makes it work somehow just through his wordplay and his lyricism. And the way he flows, he really makes it work. Like, because most songs where you're talking about my mama, you sound like a mama's boy.
Yeah.
But this song, he makes it work. It's just the way he is. He's a very talented artist, so he made it work. I liked it. And this is the song I was talking about. I liked half of it.
Yeah.
And the half was like the lyrics and the beat, like the flow. And now I'm kind of changed my mind now, because now I think I like the song fully, so I can probably walk away and say I like 2 songs from this album. I like it.
And Soundtrack produced it. So
yeah, the excellent production from Soundtrack. Kudos.
Yeah, and it kind of reminds me of Tupac's Dear Mama.
Yeah.
A little, just a tad bit, not too much, just a tad bit.
I feel like if I had to choose between this and Dear Mama, I'd probably choose this. But I don't know. I've probably ranted about how I like Dear Mama as a song, But as a concept, I kind of feel like Tupac was reaching. Kind of, I get the point, but like, it's probably not even his fault. It's just that people have kind of just twisted the song to justify dumb stuff. Like my least favorite line in that song is one of my least favorite lines in rap history.
Is that the even though you are a crack fiend,
fiend, you were a black queen?
Nah.
I was like, nah, bro. Nah. No, bro. No. Queens don't smoke crack, bro. Stop.
Nope.
Like, I'm like, Tupac, you're reaching, bro. You're going too far.
Yeah, he kind of went over the board with that one. He went over the board with that one. He was reached a bit too far.
But, you know, I enjoyed More Than My Heart. I feel like when I first listened to More Than My Heart, I hated it because I just got done listening to 4 trash songs. And so I literally had to independently listen to this song to really enjoy it. I feel like this really shows, like you say, it shows Lupe's artistry, because this is his mom's song, and you know his dad's song was Looking Down. Wait, what's it called? Shining Down. That was his dad's song, and that song was dope.
I gotta check that out.
You know, it was in a bunch of games, but you know, it had the guitar riff in it, and what's the dude's name? Sebastian or whatever, the dude he always gets to, the good dude, he gets to do his hooks, and it's dope. So this, and it was also darker, while this is a lot more lighthearted. So I definitely, you know, it's just like this is Lupe. So actually, I'm surprised, you know, Amon didn't like Dopamine more. Because that was a verse. I forgot which song it was, but he said he was calling out the Sims. And I'm like, God, Amon's gonna enjoy hearing this.
Yeah, I mean one verse. Yeah, one verse can't save it though. Like I do know what you're talking about, but
yeah, bro. I'm giving this a light 7.
Okay, that's your final score. What about you, Darius? What's your final score?
I say a mid 6, a mid 6 out of 10.
All right, and my final score, it stands at a 5 out of 10. No light, no heavy, just plain 5 out of 10. Good beats, on and off lyricism. You know, it really jumpy. The last like 4 songs are really jumpy. They really didn't match the tone of the album. You can't go, like I said before, you can't go from trap and then skip back to like poppy, summery music. It just doesn't work. So,
yeah,
5 out of 10, and that's being fair and balanced, like Fox News. 5 out of 10, and I think that completes that.
I'm definitely looking forward to his album Drogas, because